why wasn't that talked about? Because there were plenty of people watching that show back then. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. She's a sociopath. I'm convinced. Hey y'all, it's Liza, Lisa, not Liza, and welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is Tyra Banks and America's Next Top Model, because when I actually dug into this, I knew there was problems with that show, but when I really got into it, it's disturbing. It's disturbing. It's weird. I don't understand half the stuff she's gotten away with. I know this topic kind of passed by. This happened in April. It was a big thing, but I'm gonna bring it to the channel because I think it's disturbing and I just want to get it out there. Oh, before I get started, happy Juneteenth. I know this is gonna get up after Juneteenth, but I like to say happy Juneteenth to anybody celebrating. Today's Juneteenth. That's why I've said Juneteenth 8 times, but happy Juneteenth, and I hope you guys are listening to every Kendrick song ever, because that's what y'all need in your life on this day. So I hope y'all had a good Juneteenth. First, I like to start with just the fact that Tyra Banks has always been a problematic celebrity. She's always had beef with people. The most known one is the one with Naomi Campbell. Most of it was just because people compared Tyra Banks to Naomi Campbell when she first got into modeling, and that bothered Naomi, so they had tension. In 2004, I believe, Tyra Banks brought her onto the show and they talked about it. It was really weird and it was just full of tension. I'll insert some clips that I found.
But Naomi, do you remember what you said to me?
Now, I want you to something awful and cruel.
Awful.
What did I say?
You said, I heard you talking about me.
Which I do. I hear everything from everywhere.
Yes, no, but no, you said you heard me physically. You were right behind me. You heard me talking about you. You called me the B word, and you said, and we have a photo shoot to do in Anguilla, and it's not going to be pleasant if you're talking about me like that.
I probably did say that.
Why did you say that?
Because I probably just heard the tail end, or just thought it must be negative, which it wasn't negative, so now it's something new. So I'm really sorry.
It was upsetting. Up next, find out why I almost gave up modeling because of the rivalry with Naomi Campbell. I didn't think that you could actually say something like that.
What did I say?
You said something like, you'll never be me, don't ever think that you'll be me, and something like that. I said that? Yes.
I can't think, that's something, I'm not that, I'm very much I'm very much, I know the person that I am, and I'm not someone to go and give myself away and say that to anybody. I've never said that in my life.
I watched the whole thing and it was just really uncomfortable to get through, because I felt the whole time Tyra Banks was saying you did this, and Naomi was but did I though? There's a lot of tension there. At the end of the show, they both ended up just making up. Later on, when Naomi is brought up in Tyra's interviews and stuff, she still continues to slander her in her interviews. And when Tyra's brought up in Naomi's interviews, it's the opposite, and she speaks good things of her. I'll insert some of those clips too.
Naomi Campbell, was there really bad blood between you two? This is something I've been personally curious about for a minute.
That person that has that spot, the incumbent, is going to get nervous. Now, she got very nervous and was extreme in her nervousness.
My last time I contacted Tyra, we are in a good friendship. I really do not feel, and it does bug me and irk me, that you think that two women of the same ilk, where women of color, have to be pitted against each other, and that's something I always felt back then.
Would I do that? Hell to the no. I wouldn't do that.
So it's a bit more one-sided, though.
There's a new person coming up, and there's one that has a lot of power. It wasn't a cat fight. It was a different situation.
Right.
And when I did Tyra's show, when she was managed by Benny Medina, which was a good friend, we cleared that up. I'm very proud of Tyra. What she's done with America's Next Top Model, which is now all over the world, is a great achievement. She should be extremely proud. I'm proud of her. I'm proud to know her.
I really did some research for this, but if I get anything wrong, if I get a name wrong, if I get a season or something wrong, just let me know in the comments. First issue with America's Next Top Model is blackface.
Before, I was going to keep it to myself, but actually, I think I'm a little bothered now.
Cycle 4, they had this little concept thing. No, not even a concept. First of all, they painted their faces. I'll insert a picture right here. There's a difference between blackface and a concept. That is not a concept. That is literal blackface and mockery. They literally bring in children of color to hold for the photo shoots.
Welcome to hell.
When was that ever okay? Even if it was 2000 whatever, when was that ever okay? If I was 16 then, I'd be talking about it. But I was like 5. So I have questions. Why wasn't that talked about? Because there were plenty of people watching that show back then. Also, I just like to talk about the fact that Tyra Banks says she's somebody who opened up the modeling career for Black women and paved the way and blah, 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 blah. I guess she did because she was one of the first, like, well-known, well, not the first, but she was a big, well-known Black model. But how are you gonna say that and turn around and have blackface on your show?
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
It's just not really adding up. It's not adding up. I don't know how that just disappeared from history until 2020. I don't know. This one is probably the most like well-known one. This was like one of the first ones I saw, was the one with Danielle, which was the winner of her season. I don't know what cycle it was. She was the winner of the show basically, but before she won, Tyra basically told her she couldn't get anywhere without closing her gap. So she sent her to a dentist to literally close her teeth gap, and she got it closed a little bit, but she refused to close it all the way because she just didn't feel like she needed to do that. And it's her body, it's her choice, it's her mouth. First of all, there are plenty of models out there with unique features and literally gaps in their mouth who have strived. Second, she mocked her. I'll insert the clip. It was just really stupid and really childish.
So Danielle, you went to the dentist, but you refused to have your gap closed. Do you really think you can have a cover girl contract with the gap in your mouth?
Yeah, why not?
This is all people see. It's Easy Reads Beautiful cover girl. It's not marketable.
Yeah, just a little bit is okay, but I don't want to completely close it.
Well, I guess she just left the gap wide open for another girl, baby.
So funny.
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy that show. I enjoy that show because of how ridiculous it is. Like, I just watch it and I'm like, this is so stupid. And I continue watching it. It was just so childish. Like what do you gain from clowning someone's gap? Like, a lot of models have spoke out on it and said how uncomfortable that made them feel because of their unique like features and stuff. Tyra, you know that someone with a gap can get somewhere. I don't know why she felt the need to tear her down the way she did, but she did what she did. And it was really ugly, and that just shows a lot about her character and like how far she'll go for good content on her show. So this one isn't really a scandal or like something problematic on her show, but this is just something that just bothers me personally. On the show, she literally made the show by herself. Like, the show was meant to like bring up other models and like help models out, right? That's like the whole like gag. But she like made the whole show by herself in a way. Like, every time they stayed in like a lounge or something, it was like a big like photo of her on the wall. Like, it was just weird. She like made them recreate photo shoots that she's done. Look at that forehead. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay, so this is from a season that I actually watched personally. I watched the whole season, and there was this person, I almost said character, but they're real people. There was this person who was on the show, a contestant, and her name was Dominique. And this was cycle 10. Yes, cycle 10. Throughout the entire cycle, this girl was literally being harassed by the judges and other people on the show. And they would call her the T word, the T slur for transgender. And they'd say that she looked like a man, and like they'd like tell her she looked too manly. And first of all, she's a gorgeous face. Insert a picture right here. To be honest, I thought that women with like her structure and her face structure are like praised in the modeling industry. So I don't understand why they were like tearing her down the entire season.
This is the softest one.
This is a transvestite. I'm sorry. And you're a beautiful tranny.
Dominic, you have to be very careful with your face and with the bones of your face. I can look tranny sometimes in pictures. I can. I have a face that can take a lot of makeup. So makeup artists get really excited and they're like, I look in the mirror and I see Tyrone.
I understand why that could happen in like 2004 through like 10, how some of these things could happen and how they weren't seen as insensitive back then. But at the same time, apologies should be issued today. So I don't have much information about this. I don't have her name and I don't have what season it is. I'll find it and I'll try to like insert it later. But there was a transgender contestant. She was the first transgender on the show. She was being harassed by the other girls. I'll try to insert a clip.
So is it true?
Is what, sir?
Are you all female?
Physically without one female, no.
My mind was like, what, girl? Ain't this supposed to be a girl competition? How did you get through the door?
have to get along with ISIS, I will. But then again, if it comes between me and my goal, I'll stomp that man right out of the competition. Growing up in the South, you don't exactly run into a he-she every day.
You walk around like that in a small town, you was shot.
This is the funniest thing that's in my head. Her like trying to be sexy. Reality is she's a man.
She needs some heat to burn off all that hair.
She was being harassed like on a daily, like she was being attacked. None of them got consequences for it, none of the other girls. And I just don't like the fact she had to deal with that and like no consequences were given or no one was confronted about it. This one is just, again, my personal opinion, this one's not as problematic as the rest of them. Just the makeovers. They used to make these people go home looking busted. Imagine you're supposed to go on a show that's supposed to make you like look better, and then you go home looking like that. Nah, Tyra, stop playing. I would literally be like, no, I'm not doing that. Nope. Send me home. This one is a really weird one. So basically what had happened was this girl was doing a challenge. They had to do a challenge in a pool, and this girl, she was really cold and she said she needed to take a break. And Tyra was like, you need to push through it, like you need to push through it. The girl ended up getting hypothermia because Tyra didn't let her out of the pool. First of all, first thing, why was the pool that cold to give somebody hypothermia? Like, they were plotting. The crew was plotting.
I think somebody trying to set me up. I believe that
somebody should not be getting hypothermia from being in a cold pool. If it's cold, it shouldn't be that cold. Second, Tyra told her that she has to push through things to become a model. She has to make some sacrifices, right? And then when she got out, she was like literally shivering like she had hypothermia. And Tyra was like, you need to let us know your limits and blah, 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 blah. I'll insert a clip.
Let's do it.
Carrie D, you're from Fargo. Come on. I forgot. This is real modeling, guys, being cold as heck.
There's a point where my body just literally takes over. Like, I feel like my skin and everything is just like pins and needles.
Touch your hair. Put it underneath in the hair. Oh, this is pretty, girls. Okay. Get the shot, get the shot.
Out.
I have a break.
Nice.
The momentum.
Yeah.
It was so cold. Your breath is literally being taken away.
Carrie D actually had to stop because she was so cold that she was kind of convulsing.
It wasn't just that she was cold. It wasn't just that her teeth were chattering. She had reached the moment of hypothermia.
How are the pictures, baby?
They look good.
Am I better? Am I getting good again?
You have to listen to your body and you have to tell us, okay?
Okay.
Because all we know is go, 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 go. But you have to tell us no.
It was evident that she was cold. Like, she was like she was dying, like she was cold. She got hypothermia because of you, Tyra. I don't know why this lady hasn't been held accountable yet. Like, I understand she was canceled from like the internet for like a week or a month. Like, some of these things are just, she made somebody get hypothermia. She made white girls do blackface. Like, I don't get it. Excuse me, not 911 because ACAB. Is that my doggo? Doggy, oh my gosh! Ignore my pants because this is real ghetto. This is a real ghetto fit. But listen, y'all wasn't supposed to see this hair. Y'all wasn't. After all these problematic things were dug up, Tyra saw it. She responded, and I'm gonna read her response word for word. She said, been seeing the post about the insensitive. Can I read? Been seeing the post about the insensitivity of some past America's Next Top Model moments, and I agree with you. Looking back, those are some really off choices. Appreciate your honest feedback, and am sending so much love and virtual hugs. That was not an apology. That wasn't even half an apology. That wasn't even a fourth of an apology. She said, I agree. You did it, but you agree? Okay, now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. You own the show. You can't say that you agree with insensitivity that you literally did. You had to apologize. She's a sociopath. I'm convinced. I'm so confused right now. Who does this? Like, what is this? So she agrees. What are we supposed to do with that, Tyra?
The hell we gonna do now?
That's gonna wrap up this video because I'm a little sick. I'm a little upset right now. Let me know how you feel about Tyra Banks in the comments below, because to me it's just bamboozling, mind-boggling. Like, I just don't understand. And if you got this far, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all that other stuff. And yeah, peace, y'all.
Welcome to hell.